Hello and welcome to another chat. It is a Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. my time. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. I am just looking at the chat, but it's 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. wherever they are. So that's Nova Scotia and somewhere else. I missed it on the chat. So what time is it where you are? I think it's so cool that we can be chatting online and it's all different times all over the world. I just think that's so cool. Could you imagine doing this like 30 years ago, 20 years ago? Nope. Especially not so easily as we do today. So what are you crocheting? Let me know where you're from. Can you hear me and can you see me? That would be very important. Let me know in the chat. I would love to know. Otherwise, I am just sitting here talking to myself, which I do without a video camera pointing at me normally. We've got Leanne in the room, and we've got Sherry, Sally, Carolyn, Kathy, Beth, Dawn. Welcome, everyone. I've got my comments scrolling through there. You lot are all early. You were very chatty early on, so thank you so much. So don't forget to have your your live chat. I'm just writing this down because that's not in my notes. Your live chat on. So you'll see a little box above the chat section, and it will say live or top chat. And make sure you've got it clicked on live chat so that you get all the chat that's going on. Otherwise, it will just show you what YouTube thinks you want to see. Excellent. Thank you, Sherry. And thank you to the person just before that. We have Chantelle here in the background. I am hands-free today, if you saw me last week. We are on a fortnightly schedule, but if you saw me last week, phone is not on silent, I was flying solo and I had to press all the buttons. But today, Chantelle is pressing all the buttons and I get to sit here and be hands-free, so it's a little bit less stress. Chantelle has her own YouTube channel called Fiberific. Something's beeping. Who knows what it is? Fiberific. Yes, Chantelle has her own channel called Fiberific and has a live chat at 10 a.m. every Thursday. So same time as this one, but just on a Thursday for us Aussies. And if you're on the other part of the world, it's probably your Tuesday afternoon or evening. I just noticed I was doing this in my chair, and that is so annoying. So if anybody sees me doing that in my chair, tell me not to. Oh, I think Claire did a fantastic job last week. Thank you, Chantelle. I'm saying Chantelle. It's Chantelle. Okay, so I'm just having a look at the comments coming in. Excuse me. Yes, Sherry, you are the early birds. It's great to have everybody here in the chat. Let me know if it's your first time. I'd love to know if it's your first time here in the chat. Wow, we have 40 people. I can see a timer just here, which probably isn't on your screen. There is a timer that's telling me there's 40 people. Wow, now there's 44 people. If you've just hopped on, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps the algorithm here on YouTube. What are you crocheting? That's the most important question that we ask first up. What are you crocheting and what's in your cup? Oof. I have my giant drink bottle. As you can see, I haven't drunk any of it. It's full up. My giant drink bottle that keeps me motivated through the day. Oh, hang on, wrong side. You probably can't see that, but it has the time and then it has, rise and shine. Let's get started. So I'm currently at 7 a.m., even though it's 10 a.m., because I have had a drink of water today, but I've refilled it. So have a sip of your drink. What do you got? I've just got water. Or it could be 2 liters of vodka. That would make a very interesting live chat. Oh, Jackie is first time here. First time, Jackie? Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Hello, Beth, and welcome to the chat. I am good. Thank you very much. Setter's Place. Did I just see Setter's Place in the chat? Oh gosh, where's it gone? I'm sure I just saw your name pop up. My comments have scrolled, so it's completely gone. Sally has a mocha. Beth's got iced tea. Iced coffee. And Leanne has coffee. Beth's on the water and is making a shawl. I am wearing, thank you for asking, Leanne. This is my me shawl. This is the one that I did for the video tutorial. This is not coming up the color that it is. It's very, very pretty. It's coming up a little dark. I've got my blinds kind of shut. Otherwise, I just like look really glary and freakish. So this is my me shawl. It starts in the middle there and you work your way out and down at the same time. It's a granny stitch. And I've used the pom-pom edging, which is a separate tutorial. But it's easy to find. It's all there with the video tutorial. Chantelle's got coffee and water. Oh, no, she's got water but wishes it was coffee. First time here. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, so me shawl and pom-poms. Darylyn, thank you so much. We've got lots of first timers. That's awesome. Thank you, Natalie, for chucking in the link. Don't forget to right click, otherwise it will take you away from the chat. It is cold here in Australia. According to my computer, it's currently 6 degrees outside. That is Celsius, not Fahrenheit. And I don't know if you can hear it, but just down here, I have a heater going on my legs, and it's lovely and warm. I thank you, Natalie, for chucking in the pom-pom. Oh, Sherry loves the shawl, so it's on her bucket list. Yeah, it works up really quick. It's granny stitch. If you've been crocheting for a while, granny stitch works up quite quickly. It does for me because I love the. I'm saying granny stitch. I mean 3 double crochets into the same space. 6 degrees is 42 Fahrenheit. Ooh, that's chilly. Oh, Jackie's got 8. Feels like 4 in Hobart. No, thank you. Melody has finally dropped below 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that is warm. Actually, that's hot. We didn't get much of a summer here last season, so last summer, which for us is over Christmas. It was really nice. It didn't get into like the 40s, which I think is around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It didn't get that hot, so we were lucky. So you will notice that some people have highlighted usernames. That means they are members of the channel. They have a little star next to their name. And this means they are members of the channel and they get extra perks. If you want to find out more about the members, click on the join button below the video. So some members perks, I'm sure Chantelle will help me out if I've forgotten any, but some of the perks are, and make sure members, you do this now, go down the bottom to the chat and there'll be a $sign. Click on the $sign and see if you've got a free, I think it's called a super chat or a chat, a highlighted chat. See if you've got a free one and you can use that anytime during the live. So that's one of the member perks during live chats. You get a highlighted comment for free. Normally you do have to pay for them. You get a member section over on the community tab. So if I've got some updates or maybe some, what would you call it? Like a brain's not working. I've got a video tutorial that's coming out and I want to show you earlier than the regular public, then I can put links over there and you can view it just before it goes live to everybody. What else do you get? Chantelle? I forgot. I need to write this down. I really do need to make a list. That is one thing that I need to do because every time I forget. Sally says, I don't have a free one. I used mine last week. Yes, you did, Sally. Thank you so much. Vicky saying, hello, friend. Hope you are well. Yes, I am. Thank you so much, Vicky. Chantelle is saying members get 1 free super chat after they have been a member once a month. And also priority reading of comments and on screen. Yes. So priority. So I will prioritize the comments that come up from the members, because they do support me extra, and they will be brought on screen, which is like here, on here. So if you want to check it out, just press the join button and it will take you over there, and it'll tell you, excuse me, I've got a cough. It will tell you all the information that you need. Welcome, Pamela. Welcome to the chat. Jennifer from the Philippines is asking, how do you make a bag in t-shirt yarn? That is a very good question. I have never used t-shirt yarn. I'm sure we have it in the shops here, but I've actually never seen it. It's probably in Spotlight, which is our what you call big box stores in America. I would call it a chain store. We do have Spotlight, which sells yarn, craft stuff. It's like Hobby Lobby or Michael's in America. I can't remember the name of the English shop that I went in with that was pretty much like our Spotlight or like a Hobby Lobby. Was it Hobby Sew or... I can't remember. It was a little while ago. So I've never used the t-shirt yarn. I think you could use most bag patterns. The bag is going to turn out a lot bigger, so you may need to adjust your stitches. And also part of the member perks, they also have a coloured star after their name. The colour changes depending on how long they have been members. I really need to write all this down, but I shall do it after. Sherry's saying, we have no Joann's or Hobby Lobby, but we do have a Michael's store. Is that a thing? So does Canada not have Joann's or Hobby Lobby, or is it just where you live that you don't have one? Welcome, Holly. Hello. Welcome to the chat. So if I've missed a question or a comment, leave it again into the comment section and just put a Q, like a capital Q in front of your question, and that way it stands out more and we won't miss it. So I have a new book. Very, very exciting. You may have seen the ticker that is going across the bottom of the screen. It is a new book, and it is how to make money from your craft. So who doesn't want to make money from their craft, right? So if you're in the live chat, you get 30% off by using the live chat code. So when you go in onto my website, which is crochetwithclaire.com, and you purchase the how to make money from your craft book, use the code live chat and you'll get 30% off the price. It is currently 17 Australian dollars on my website. I'm not sure what that is in America, but that is cheaper because of the exchange rate. So it will be less than $17. But if you use your coupon code live chat, all capital letters, it will get you 30% off, which is awesome. Because I get asked a lot, how do you make money from your crochet? How do you sell your crochet? So all my tips and tricks and all the things are in that book. Excuse me. Reba, is she in the chat? Are we broadcasting to Facebook? I know Reba can't, for some reason, can't comment. But Reba has been a viewer of the channel for a very long time. thank you, Omar. Thank you so much.
I'll just jump in. Sorry. Reba is just commenting on Facebook that she is watching, but she can't chat. So I thought I'd say hello.
Ah, right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Reba. Yes, thank you for the congratulations on my book. Oh, thank you. Jackie Doyle was saying it is about $11.93 US dollars plus. So plus or minus, you get 30% off. So I don't even know, that comes down even cheaper. So it's a great savings for thank you for joining my live chats here on YouTube. So that coupon code will last forever. That's a really long time. Can we say forever? Is the internet going to be around forever? Yeah, as long as my website is running, that is how long that code will last. Hello, Inherited Stitches. Thank you so much for joining us here on the chat. So my random question of the day, we always have a random question that has nothing to do with crochet, is, and I thought about this morning and you'll understand why. Do you clean your shower when you're having a shower? I do. If I'm in the shower and I have to go, oh, it needs a bit of a clean. My cleaning products, there's just one bottle and a scrubbing spongy thing. I clean it when I'm in the shower because to me, getting in the shower when you're dressed, I get so wet and it's miserable. So I'd rather just clean it while I'm in the shower. If we're in a drought, I do not. We are on tank water, so we rely on the rain. If we are in a drought, I don't do it that way. But at the moment, it is so wet. Like I'm talking, when you walk outside, the grass is like walking on a wet sponge. We've had local flooding for the last 6 months, on and off. It's insane. So much rain. When we moved here 3 years ago, just after that, we had a terrible drought. We had no grass. Absolutely no grass. It was basically dirt. And we were hand feeding our cattle. And now the grass is waist high. I am 5'7" and it is waist high grass. And the cows are just like, what is all this? Like literally cannot eat it quick enough. Yes, that's why I take so long. Okay, so a lot of people. It is an absolute bargain. Sorry, I just got sidetracked. Hello, Diane. Well, thanks for joining in late. You're not too late. It's only, 20 past. It is an absolute bargain. It's so cheap at the moment. For my book, anyone that's just joined, you can see the live chat code scrolling across the bottom for my new book, and you can use that on crochetwithclaire.com. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, heaps of info. Thank you so much. I know that 6 people have already grabbed the book, so thank you to those 6 people. Chantelle cleans in the shower. Dawn does not. Leanne does, and Diane saying, absolutely, why waste time getting out? Exactly, you're already in there. I don't use chemicals that are going to cause me any damage, so I don't need scrubbing gloves or anything. Inherited Stitches apparently has lost her mind in crocheting a hook case. Angela cleans it separate. Because she has a spray that's detachable from the bracelet, it helps. Yes, that would be good. My shower head doesn't detach. It's like permanently fixed. It's actually a pain when you go to clean the shower. Sherry is not coordinated enough to do both. Seta does. Oh, Dawn, I spray shower cleaner after my shower and walk away. Dawn, what do you use? I need to know this trick. That would be even easier. Alison is a house cleaner, so no, I don't clean my own. Hubby does, but did when I lived on my own, which was when I was in Queensland. There you go. We have got lots of people coming on. Yes, Santa Space is here. Hi, Santa. Thank you for joining. Yeah, same with our 3 melons. I mean, sheep, they are loving the winter grass growing better than general. Yeah, I think Queensland's had a lot. That's the state above us. They've had a lot of rain too. Welcome, Mel's Crochet Corner and more. Thank you for joining us here on the chat. Oh, I need a daughter like that. My daughter cleans it for pocket money. Woo! Oh wow, Queensland has had a lot of rain and they're getting more. Yeah, same. It's ridiculous. When you're in drought, everyone prays for rain and everyone does rain dances, and it's all you talk about because it's so dry. Because we live on a farm and we're surrounded by farms as well. So it's pretty much all you talk about when it's dry. But now I think everyone did the rain dance and it hasn't stopped raining. It is too much. So we have cattle, we have cows, but people with sheep are getting foot rot because the ground is so wet. Their feet aren't having a chance to dry out. Alison, an insider tip, plain old dish soap is the best shower cleaner. Gosh, and we spend so much money on products, don't we, to clean other parts. Yes, have we got thumbs ups? Thank you, Mel. Thank you so much. Have you hit that thumbs up? We've got 47 people in the chat. I'm very excited because that is a high number. Hello, 47 people. Thank you for joining us. So what are you crocheting? Let me know in the chat. I have my crochet here today. This is something you have not seen. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because it is a new tutorial. So I do need to crochet on it. Let's see if I can pay attention and not make any mistakes. Yesterday I was at my craft group and I got there and I was just at the end of the red here. I was just about to join in the purple. It looks black, but it is purple. And I realized that down here I had made a mistake. So I had to rip all that out. But I did crochet it all back, including 3 rows of my new color. So yeah, I'm going to try and concentrate today. Let's see how that goes. Sometimes it doesn't work. So Sally or Chantelle, how long do we have to the retreat? There is a crafty retreat coming up and it is in Queensland. So for me, I have to fly out of Canberra Airport. Now, if you're not Australian, did you know that Canberra is the capital city of Australia? It is not Sydney or Melbourne. Mel's Crochet Corner is working on a mesh vest, and Diane, oh, my comments scrolled. Diane is making a raccoon amigurumi. Oh my gosh, so cute. Hello, Kay's Crochet. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Oh my goodness. One month, that's like 4 weeks. What? Oh my goodness. So excited. So excited. So myself, Chantelle, Natalie, if Natalie's still in the chat, Sally, I'm pretty sure, Sally, are you going to... Yes, Sally, you're going to the retreat. Who else from the chat? I'm just scrolling through the comments to see. Ramfo is crocheting the second sleeve on a huge jumper. Are you on Sleeve Island? Hey, Bub, how are you? Welcome. Just lurking today. We love people lurking. Oh, my goodness, we've got 50 people in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. This purple is very dark. It's not that dark. It almost looks black. It's not that dark when you're sort of in sunlight. Excuse me. Oh, Sally is definitely going. 4 weeks, 4 weeks. Woohoo! Ah, so Sherry didn't know that. She thought it was Sydney. Nope. That's what most people think, unless you live in Australia. You should know it if you live in Australia. But most people think that that is our capital city. No, Canberra is. I say Canberra. Some people say Canberra. Yep, Diane would have guessed Sydney. Yes, a lot of people think it is. Oh, Sally is definitely going. Hello, Sonia, and welcome to the chat. Crocheting an amigurumi hamster. How cute. From Sweet Crochet Animals I bought on Amazon. Oh my gosh, I bet that is absolutely adorable. I really cannot crochet and talk and concentrate at the same time. It's too much. We have 57 people in the chat. Wow. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. That's awesome. Yeah. Fiberific retreat. Woo. Oh, gosh, that's come around quick. It felt like it was miles away. And then when I booked my flight, I could have sworn it was like 6 weeks away. Maybe it was 5 weeks away because it wasn't that long ago I booked my flight. And yeah, so excited. I didn't forget you, Leanne. I just had a moment of grey area. Oh, thank you, Chantelle. Hydrate, everyone. Oh, 2 liters of water is very heavy. And if you're wondering how much 2 liters of water is, because that's what we say here in Oz, 64 ounces. I love that drink bottle. It is 2 liters, so that's what they recommend. You drink every day. And because it's got the times on the side, so I'm currently at 8 o'clock, even though it's almost 10:30. When you look at it, like I'm looking at that going, okay, I should be at least 1.5 inches less in that bottle. So it makes you drink. You go, oh, I'm a little bit competitive, so I think I have to keep up. So with this crochet that I'm doing, you have to make sure. So if you start with 3 stitches, you've got to end. If you start with 1 stitch, you've got to end with 1 stitch. And if you start with 3 stitches, you've got to end with 3 stitches. And that's what I wasn't doing when I had to rip out all my crochet. And if it wasn't going to be for a video tutorial, I probably would have just put it in the naughty corner. Who has projects in the naughty corner? Let me know how many you have. I have at least 1 that I could think of. I also have 2 crochet cardigans that I started probably 2 years ago. And if you've been on my Instagram for a while, one was grey with rainbow bobbles, and the other one was a mustard colour with like it was all mustard, so it had mustard bobbles. And I cannot find them. I have no idea where they are. And I keep thinking to myself, I really need to finish those because it's cold right now. But I have no idea where they are. There's 2 of them. Like if it was 1, you could go, okay, it's 1, you can't find it, it's shoved somewhere in a cupboard or, you know what I mean? But I can't find either of them. And I know they're not in the same bag, so who knows where they are? I have no idea. If you were my crochet cardigan project that is not finished, where would you be? Let me know. Oh, Angela does not have any in the in the naughty corner. You are good. Your projects are behaving themselves. Leanne says, yes, my queen and Zoomy blanket are both somewhere. Yes, mine are to somewhere. Mine have gone on holidays with yours to somewhere. Wow, Wamfa's got 7 in the naughty corner and over 20 whips. Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Allison's got billions. Dawn's got too many. Patty's asking, is that the straight granny square? It is. Yes, it is a granny granny strip. But I'm going to show you a different way how to use these. I found this pattern. Well, I didn't find the pattern. I found the blanket years and years and years ago when, I'm going to say 18 years ago. My husband had a drum kit, and I don't remember if he was, he wasn't given forget that. It was a drum kit he hadn't used for a very long time, and he decided to set it up. And I think it's called the bass drum, the really big one that's like sits on the floor. He had it stuffed with stuff, maybe to make it quieter. I really don't know. And he said, oh, that stuff's been in there for years. Let's take it out. So there was a doona, what do Americans or the UK, a duvet in the UK, I don't know if it's a doona in the US. The big fluffy, it can be wool, a woolen doona, so it's got stuffing in it. Could be polyester, fiber stuffing, and it goes on your bed, and we generally put a cover over it. But I call it a doona. Anyway, so there was an old doona shoved in the drum, and also a crochet blanket. And I'd never seen this crochet blanket before. And I thought, I have to recreate that. So I did, but that was, like I said, about 18 years ago. It was ages ago. And I've never made a tutorial on it. I'm just checking to make sure I've got the right bits done here. So I never made a tutorial for it. So, been planning to do it for forever and a day. And I thought, let's do it let's make a tutorial for it. Sherry's saying, preach, Claire, I have lots of naughty corner crochet projects in bags on the bottom shelf. Yeah. See those white containers? They've all got projects in them. Dear. Granny on the straight, yeah. Yep, I think that's what it's called. That is a very good thing to mention, Sherry. So Sherry's just saying, I think I need to frog them all and use the yarn for something else. If you've got a work in progress that you've had it for a long time, even if you haven't had it for a long time and you've completely fallen out of love with it, we all get excited when we find a new pattern, a new yarn, and we go gangbusters. And then all of a sudden, for some reason, we don't work on it. And then when we go back to it, we really don't have that passion for it anymore. It happens all the time. So it's okay to frog it, so to unwind it and reuse that yarn for something else. Or maybe you've made the project and you think, gosh, this yarn choice was a really bad idea. It's okay to pull it apart and use that yarn for something else, or even just donate that yarn because you think, I'm really not going to use this, but someone else might love it. It's okay to do that. I think for ages for myself, I'm giving you permission. If you have a work in progress that you are no longer in love with, rip it out. Just rip it out. It will feel so good. And yes, you've wasted a little bit of time crocheting that project, but if you're never going to finish it, then why have it? It's just sitting there, doing nothing, taking up space. And if you love the yarn but not the project, you can make something else that you really love. So rip it out like a Band-Aid. Rip it off quick. So Patty is saying, how often are you live on here, Claire? Now, thank you for asking that, Patty, because that's very important to talk to about today, because I totally forgot to write it down in my notes. I have a live chat every 2 weeks. Now, you would have got me last week if you watched the live last week, and you're probably wondering, why am I getting you a week in a row, 2 weeks in a row, 2 live chats in a row? It's because I changed my schedule. I realized that the first time that I did my live chat, I mustn't have gone to darts. We play, my husband and I, well, I don't, I sit and crochet, but my husband plays darts at the local pub. But the first time I did my live chat, we mustn't have gone because I was fresh as a daisy. But then the next time we did darts, which we stay quite late, not really late, like 10 o'clock at the pub. And by the time we get home and I go to sleep, it's like 11:30. And I wake up in the morning and I am not fresh as a daisy. I am as fresh as a daisy that was picked 3 weeks ago and was not put in water. So Chantelle and I had a discussion and decided to change our schedule and just make it so that when I wake up in the morning, I am with it. And I am much more bubbly. So yeah, that's why it has changed. So our next live chat will be in 2 weeks' time. And from then it will be every 2 weeks. Now, lots of people have asked me if I have got tutorials coming out. Yes, and yes. I am working on a crochet tutorial for a hat. I just need to finish the brim. I've got another bag tutorial coming out. I'm pointing down there because that's where the project bag is. And then I've got to film this one. And I'm sure I will think of something else to film. What was I going to say? Oh, so Cricut Australia. I don't know if you've noticed, but just here, the Cricut machines, the ones that cut out the vinyl and stuff, Cricut Australia sent me one of these because I am the biggest craft YouTube channel here in Australia. Even though I only do crochet, they sent me this machine and said, would you make a tutorial on it and share it with your viewers? So don't panic. My channel is not turning into a Cricut tutorial channel because, believe me, making that tutorial was very difficult. Not only was I learning a new editing program, I was learning how to use a machine that I've never used before, plus it's called Design Space. That is their place where you create your project that you want to make. So the vinyl and all that, you want to, like the letters and the shapes, whatever you want to do. So yeah, that is the new machine. So there will be 2 videos coming out for that. One will be an unboxing. I hope to finish that it's not a tutorial. The unboxing video, I hope to finish editing that today. So that will be up this weekend. And then this one for the tutorial of the thing I made, I can't show you because I'm not allowed to. This will be the following weekend. So very exciting. And then after that, we'll get back to regular schedule and crochet videos will be coming out because I now have a new computer, which is amazing. Amazing. And I'm able to edit things. My old computer just died. It wasn't anything wrong with it. It just died. It was over 7 years old, so it was time for it to go and live under my craft table. Where is my back to front? It's still there. That is my old computer, and yeah, the poor thing. The screen was flashing, and it was like it was having its own party, and no one else was invited, and you just couldn't read anything on the screen. So I had to save up my bickies and go and purchase a new one, which, yeah, lots of this. But totally worth it because, it's kind of what I do for a job. And you need all the things. Has anybody noticed the sound difference? I bought a new microphone. Look at me going all fancy. Is it much louder when I bring it up to my face? I won't yell. I've just moved it. Isn't any louder sitting there. It's quite cool. I feel like I'm on radio. I also have this stand. Let me see if I can move it without trashing everything. I have this stand, and I don't know, I think I can attach it to this arm, but at the moment it's got my my phone clamp. And I wasn't sure, because I have a terrible memory, I couldn't remember if it came with attachments or if I had to buy one. So I didn't play with that. Chantelle, I'm going to pick your brain later with that. So at the moment, it's just on its cute little stand. But yeah. Do I sound like I'm on radio? Apparently I do. So people are excited for new crochet videos. Whoa, me too. Oh, sorry. Is it too loud now that it's closer to me? Thank you. Chantelle has put the link in there to convert the time over. So it's 5 p.m. Pacific time, if that makes any sense to you. Ooh, Chantelle has noticed a difference. Jackie has said, yes, much louder and a little deeper. And yes, it's much louder when it's near your face. No, it's totally fine. Okay, good. So now I've got it. So before it was over on my computer. So this is my laptop screen. And then if I face that way, that is my computer screen. The microphone was over there. Okay, so Patty is saying 8 p.m. Eastern US. Okay, there you go. Hello, Diane, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Sounds great. Love the accent. Patty, I don't have an accent. I have strange accents. I've lived in New Zealand. I was born in England until I was 11, and then mostly Australian. Louder, it make me jump. Sorry. I'll move you slightly away. I don't want to be making people jump, especially if you have earphones. So make sure you click that thumbs up. Let me know a total, somebody. How many thumbs up do we have? And then I can see 49 people viewing at the moment. Diane, I was the first person you met on YouTube about 6 years ago. That's awesome. Thank you for sticking around. Appreciate that. I do not have an accent. So yay for the new microphone. So before it was just on my laptop. I'm pointing this way because you're on my laptop. You were just on my laptop microphone, which, I imagine is not the best quality. Obviously it worked because no one really complained, unless you're really nice and you didn't complain. Is this the biggest crowd you've ever had? I'm going to write it down, actually. Where can I put it? Viewers. It's up there, Sherry. It is very up there. So 51 at the moment. Oh, and it just went up to 52. Yeah, so it is a huge crowd. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. Oh, we've got 50 thumbs up, 51 thumbs up. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you for getting back to me. If you have just joined, you will notice that Leanne and Sherry and Sally, I know there's more of you. I'm just quickly scrolling through the comments. There's more of you, but we have some members here on the channel. If you want to know what a member is, check out the join button. I think it will be down here somewhere below the video, but it'll be somewhere on your screen. Check out the join button. If you want to know more information about being a member. And being a member, you get a free chat, a highlighted chat in the live chats that we do here. Once a month, you get a free one. So if you are a member, then click down on the $sign down in the, I'm pointing down here. It's not down there. In your chat bottom. Not your chat bottom. Down the bottom of the chat box, there's a $sign. Click on that and see if you've got a free highlighted chat. Oh, that made my eyes water because I'm laughing so hard. Oh dear. Now I've got sidetracked talking about chat bottoms. Yes, you get a free highlighted chat once a month. You also get access to the members area in the community tab, which will give you sort of this behind the scenes stuff. So any crochet secrets that I may have, which I don't, but anything that I come up with, any videos that are going to be an early, excuse me, an early release. Need a drink. Hydrate, everybody. And your star next to your name changes color. Thank you, Diane. Your star changes color depending on how many months you've been a member for. Yes, Sally, hanging out at retreat is going to be awesome. Thank you. Oh dear, screaming the giggles, chat bottoms. I don't know why I think that's so funny. I think because, get a grip, woman. When I say things or someone says something to me, I immediately picture it. So I'm just imagining a cartoon bottom chatting. Okay, change the subject. I'm just going to sit here giggling. Oh, 58 thumbs up. Thank you so much, Stitch Itch. I really appreciate. Sorry. I really appreciate the updates. There are going to be lots of laughs. There sure are. Chantelle says, who needs chat bottoms on a coffee mug? Oh dear. If anyone has just joined the chat, they're probably thinking, what on earth are you laughing about? You're going to have to watch the replay because it won't be funny if I explain it. Oh dear. Oh, I need to breathe. I'm getting all dizzy. Oh gosh, I just got all dizzy. Let's turn the heater off. Maybe I'm too hot. I wasn't breathing when I was laughing. Ah, dear. Yes, Jackie, we do need a Zoom chat for everyone that can't make it to the retreat. I think that is a great idea. Yep, I'm broken. I just got like fully dizzy. Oh, what are you lot doing to me? Hang on. Now I'm hot because the heater's going. Thank you, Lisa. I look cute today. Thank you. I'm wearing my me shawl. It's one of my crochet tutorials, and it has the pom-pom edging. Oh, Kelly has. Hey, welcome, Kelly. Kelly has just found out about her third grandchild. It's going to be a boy. Or that's 3 grandsons. I will be crocheting him the your corner to corner granny blanket. I've made the other 2, each one when they were born. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's so cool that they have one of my crochet patterns. Did chat bottoms make the world go round? Oh. Oh. Yes, we are going to miss you, Jackie. Oh. You've broken me, everybody. That would be chat bottom girls. Oh, Patty. Okay, let's talk about retreat. There is a retreat happening in 1 month and it is in Queensland, which is, I think it's about a 2-hour plane ride from here, or 16 hours in the car, so you can see why I'm getting on a plane. And it is a bunch of crafty ladies just getting together and hanging out for the weekend. We are staying at a place, so we're all sleeping over in the same place. And yeah, we get to hang out and chat and talk about chat bottoms. Oh dear. Yeah, so we're just going to hang out and craft together from Friday afternoon till Sunday afternoon. So yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Natalie, for chucking in the link. Appreciate that. Yeah, I have completely lost it. Oh, Diane, it's like that. It's like something gets you giggling and you can't stop. And then, yeah, it hasn't happened for a long time. So thank you, everyone. Oh, thank you. Lisa's one of her favorite shawls that I'm wearing. And now I'm freezing cold because the heater's off. I don't feel dizzy anymore, so I can put it back on. Thank you. Too funny, isn't it? Isn't it, Dawn? Gosh, if things just happen and then you just lose it. You can't stop laughing. Breathe. So we have 49 people in the chat. Welcome, everyone. If you had just jumped in, we are having a good old time laughing about random things. So the random question of the day, if you didn't catch it before, is do you clean your shower when you're having a shower or when you've had a shower and you're dry, you're dressed? Do you clean it that way? Yes, I can. Hey, Tia, Thea. I'll get it right one day. Late to the party. Thank you for joining. So this isn't a shawl. This is a huge blanket. And I made this before I started making tutorials. Gosh knows how old it is. It's when I very first started to crochet. It is made using the half double crochet stitch. And it has been a tutorial recently. Not recently. In the last year. And I cannot remember what it is. Let me just... come on, mouse, start working. I'm just going to quickly jump on YouTube. It may go a bit fuzzy because I'm using more download speed. I just need to check what it's called. Easy Crochet Scrap Blanket Scarf Mug Tutorial. It was out 7 months ago. I can probably grab the link while I'm there. Pull your crochet hook out. There we go. And I'll just post a link. There we go. Yeah, so it is what did I say it was called? The Easy Scrap Blanket. It's half double crochets. It uses, so the idea of it is to stash bust your scrap. So I used 3 strands of 8-ply with this blanket. So that is a double knit yarn or a number 3 yarn. Trying to grab it. It's, number 3 yarn or a double knit or a DK yarn. I held 3 strands together, and I cannot remember what crochet hook I used for this one, but I'm going to guess and say maybe a 6 millimeter, which is about a J size crochet hook. And then, so in the tutorial, it'll show you what to do. So you're basically just joining in the new color when one runs out. There is no putting colors together. You're not allowed to plan it. You have just got to pick up the next color that's in the box and put it together. Through this one, oh no, sorry, I thought I held black all the way, but I didn't. It literally just picked up what was next. There is one little tip that I can give you for it. Don't put lots of dark colors together. So try and have like a dark... There's 58 people in the chat. New number. Quick, write it down. Oh, 59. Sorry, we're writing down how many we get in the chat so we can see if it's a high number next time. Yeah, so what was I saying? Sidetracked. Yeah, so no dark. So don't do like 3 or 2. You can use 2 strands if you want. If you're going to use a worsted weight, a 10 ply, or an Aran, you could use 2 colors. So don't put 2 darks together or 2 lights together. Try and mix it up. It doesn't matter too much, but that's just one thing that I didn't do like a black, a really dark blue, and a really dark green together. I just tried to make sure, but excuse me, hang on. Hydrate. But it really is just grab it out of the box or your scrap bucket and just go for it. Oh, Jackie must be leaving. Bye, Jackie. Thanks for joining. Yes, Chantelle, it is a great way to use up a acrylic stash. So 3 strands of yarn, as you can imagine, works up chunky, so it works up quick. It uses yarn 3 times faster. So if you have a stash of, even the stash of yarn you don't like, you can use this method to make up blankets. I mean, just because you don't like it doesn't mean that someone else won't like it. You can use this method to make charity blankets, because Sherry, I know, has been on a charity blankets spree, because it works up so quick and you're using yarn that you might not want to use for something for you. Once it's in a blanket like this, it's really going to just blend in. It's not going to stand out. Now, I've seen these blankets using, I'm not sure what you call it where you live. I've seen it called flurry here in Australia. I've seen it called, what was it originally called? Fun fur? No, I don't think that's the right name. I don't have any here. Personally, I can't stand it. It's really hard to crochet with because it's kind of fluffy. Feathers. I think Feathers was the original name. So it's probably about that wide, and it's like little, it's like that. So it's on a strand, and it's like, we have 60 people on the chat. I need to write that number down. So it has like little bits that stick out on a strand of yarn. So it's like that all the way across. And when it's much easier to knit it than crochet it, because when you crochet it kind of like all the holes disappear, and it's really hard to see where to crochet into. If you're making a granny square with it, it's much easier, but if you're just, say, making like double crochet project, it's really hard to see, and you've really got to feel for your stitches. Yes, Featherwool eyelash yarn, that was it. Thank you so much. Eyelash yarn was what it was called. I have missed something in the chat. I have to scroll back. Oh, Diane's nephew has requested a navy blue and black tiger. I thought I'd never finish. Yes, I bet that was hard on the eyes too. Hello, Jasmine. We have the US here. Love your tutorials. Thank you so much, Jasmine. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so when you're not planning the scraps, just make sure they have a contrast color. That's exactly right. This would actually be a great project for the retreat, especially if you used a granny square, like, you know, something that's mindless and you don't really have to concentrate on. I don't have any scrap blankets on the go at the moment, so yeah. Lisa's Crochet is in the house. Hello, Lisa's Crochet. Yeah, I love a scrap buster project. It seems like all of a sudden you've got this big basket of scraps. I don't actually have any scraps at the moment. I do not think. I would probably have like half balls or half. Let's not go there. Half balls or half skeins of yarn. What have I been eating today? I've only drunk water and I had yogurt and like healthy stuff for breakfast. You know what? When I am on anxiety tablets, and they also can be used for depression, which that's not why I take them. I take them for anxiety. And in the mornings, I am very, very chatty and excited because I have to take them at night because the side effect for me is real bad nausea and it's horrible. So if I take them at night and I manage to get to sleep, it doesn't wake me up and I manage to sleep through it. And, excuse me, I managed to get through it and I don't get the nausea. But in the mornings, I am so excited, especially if I've had a good sleep. So yay, drugs. Oh, Pam did a granny on the straight like that with scraps and everyone loved it. Yes, I have done one like that too. I used all my hand-dyed yarn that I'd had scraps for. And it turned out amazing. And for me personally, I don't like variegated yarn. I don't know why. I just don't like variegated yarn in a project. If it's just going to be like double crochets because it spirals and it pulls and it's just not for me. Just not for me. And that's okay. We've all got our things we don't like. And what's something about crochet that you don't like either? So what was I going to say? But in a granny stitch blanket, they look really good. I was really impressed. Angela has 3 small boxes of scrap granny square... Ugh. Small boxes of scrap granny square baby blankets that I'm going to donate to a local hospital. Oh, that's so cute. And they're going to absolutely love them. Yes, Claire, I'm going to start your shawl. I've been a bit stuck trying to get out of a crochet block I've been in. I'm hoping this works. Oh, Leanne, I really hope it works as well. This works up pretty quick. It's granny stitch. And if you're a fast crocheter, I mean, I don't know, you have that done pretty quick. You don't have to have the little pom-pom edging. I just added it on. But what's the other one called? Jessica shawl has a different edging than this one. So the Jessica shawl is deeper. So this one's quite narrow, which I love because you can just fling it around your neck. This one is quite a shallow shawl, but the Jessica shawl is deeper. So I can't show you on the screen. Hang on. Hide that. It comes down a lot lower. So it covers a lot of your chest and a lot of your back. So if you want a really big and a lot of cover shawl, the Jessica shawl is the way to go. It's a granny stitch shawl like this. And talking about variegated yarn, this isn't variegated, but it is obviously got different colours in it. And this is in the granny stitch. See how it just looks really nice? Yeah, this one is a lot narrower, so it's more like a scarf than a shawl. Ooh, that header is lovely. Just looking at the comments. Yeah, any comments that are in a foreign language? Unfortunately, I only speak English, so I cannot translate to it. But it's got a love heart, so thank you so much. Yes, I do have new tutorials coming soon. Thank you, Inherited Stitches. Nada said it's very good. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sherry, for joining us. I will see you soon on Facebook. Great to have you here, as always. Oh, your blanket lays on the back of your couch and your dog likes it. I bet they do. Dogs love crochet blankets. Maybe once the queen is done, Chantelle, a project to use up all your leftover bits. That would be a great idea because I'm sure you'll have some leftover yarn. Yeah, see, Chantelle loves it too. Great option. The only thing is you do need a lot of scraps because 3 yarns, I mean, you don't have to do 3 yarns. You can do 2. You could do more than 3 if that's what floats your boat. It doesn't matter. It is up to you. I used it to make my mug rug for the tutorial because, as you can imagine, making a big blanket and trying to fit it on my tutorial desk, which I really only have about that much space to. I have a whole desk, but the bigger the project, the harder it is to fit in front of the camera because, you know, when you crochet, this is my mug rug that I made. And who thought that pale green, candy pink, and mustard would look cute together? But you know when you crochet, so you crocheted and you're crocheting here and the project gets longer, the bit that's here has to fit between my hands and the video camera, which is about that much. So you can imagine if you've got all your project, hang on, if I use a big project, so this one's going to be fun. If you've got all your projects squished up in that tiny little gap, you've got to squash it down and get, you've got to get it all in the screen. And it's really hard. So that's why I made the mug rug. And this is the exact same method as what I did with that. I did use a larger crochet hook, I noticed when I'd finished, but that's okay. If you use a large crochet hook, I don't know if you can see. Gosh, hands aren't working. Let's see. Can you see that see-through? It's got lots of holes. So I've used a much bigger crochet hook with that one than I did with that one because, look, you can hardly see through that one. So I use this as my mug rug, and that sits on my desk, whatever I'm drinking. I need to hydrate. Can you hear it? Lisa is not a fan of the variegated yarn either. Ooh, Kelly loves self-striping. Me too. Except I do like self-striping. I do not like when the color is like, you know, yellow, red. I like it to go yellow into red and the two colors like blend in a section. I don't like it to go yellow, chop, red. I can't handle it. I cannot handle when a project changes color through a row. I'm sure in certain projects it wouldn't matter, but I can't handle it. I can't remember how much I spent. I'm going to say about $20. It was probably more on this ball of I can't remember what it was called. It was the sheepy. I don't know how to say that brand. And it was cotton. So it's 3 strands of fine cotton all in one. And the colors changed. But they changed abruptly. And I think I was actually making this shawl. It was a granny stitch project. And I couldn't handle it. And I knew a friend of mine really loved them. And I said to her, hey, take this off my hands because I don't like it. Yeah, gradient. Thank you, VC. Yes, that's exactly what I mean. I love the gradient. Thank you, Sally. Yes, a whirl. Sheepy's whirl. Yeah, Chantelle, yep. That was what it was called. And they look amazing. They're not cheap. And I've seen so many projects where they look amazing. But in the granny stitch, I'm thinking maybe because so it's a double crochet stitch, so it's quite high. You really notice that color change. I'm thinking because I'm thinking back to another project a friend made of I think her name was Sarah. I should know this. I'm terrible. If anyone noticed, my memory's terrible. She made this beautiful, beautiful shawl with the same color. And I was like, I want that now. like the Sophie's Universe blankets, how they have all those different stitches. So there could be single crochets, slip stitches, doubles, shells. They got all those different, each row seems to be a different stitch. It was a shawl like that there was a lot of different stitches in it. And if the color change was in, say, a single crochet, or even a slip stitch row, I'm thinking you wouldn't notice it anywhere near as much as what I could see it on my granny stitch shawl. Chelsea's saying, my daughter just left college this week and wants to make her a country style twin bed blanket. I was thinking maybe a popcorn stitch, but I'm not sure. Suggestions? Do you have a tutorial? She wants a country style twin bed blanket. I was thinking maybe a popcorn stitch. Do you have any suggestions? Popcorns? I don't think I've got any popcorn stitch blankets, but I do love the popcorn stitch. I've made granny squares out of it. I do love that stitch. I do have, I think it's called Country Fields. I'm sorry, but I've made so many tutorials, I cannot remember every single name. I am just doing a Google search. Yes, it is called Country Field Crochet Blanket. Let me find the link. Oh, sorry. I don't know if that's something that you like. It's a mixture of double crochet and the granny stitch. It was a pattern that I did for Red Heart, actually. Anybody else got suggestions? I'm trying to think of blanket patterns that I have. The granny stitch blanket is great, and people do love them. I do have a tutorial for that one as well. Heritage Stitcher says, I miss Red Heart stripes. I love that jazzy striping scarf pattern. Oops, sorry. I churned out quite a few Red Heart stripes. I don't know if I've ever had Red Heart stripes. I've had the ombre, which that is lovely. Oh gosh, I could imagine if it's on Amazon, it would be ridiculous. Chantelle, I noticed a little bit of sarcasm there. I'm shocking. I don't know why. Even yesterday, my husband's like, geez, you got a bad memory. Lucky he doesn't. Oh, Sally's made a top out of a well. Worked out really well. What was it all different stitches in the project that you made? Or was it just like one stitch? That's a very good question, Patty. Does Australia have their own kind of yarn? Well, we have we do have different terminology for our yarns. So this is a 8-ply, so that's what Australians would call it. They may also call it a double knit yarn, but that's equivalent in the US and over that side of the world to number 3 weight yarn, or it is again, memory. It is a double knit in the UK. I do know that. Australia, Chantelle, or any Aussies that are on this chat, Sally, Natalie, Leanne, in the comment section, what would you say is an Australian yarn? So Bendigo Woolen Mills is quite a big company, and they deal in natural fibers. So they have it's mainly wool, but they do have other fibers that they process, and that is a big company here in Oz. Love the yarn, and it is quite good prices. They sell most of their yarn in 200 grams, which I think is about 7 ounces. Balls, I don't have any within reach. Can you see? Can you see a pink yarn? Hang on. up here is my Bendigo Woolen Mill stash. You can't see it. Where is that blue one? I don't think you can. No, can you see the blue? You can't see it, but it's like there. That's my Bendigo Woolen Mills yarn. And Chantelle, that pink is yours. It's just the side of a skein. It's not a whole bag full. Even though that could be possible in my yarn stash. Oh, see you, Natalie. Say hi to your dad for me. Corner to corner, granny or a mile a minute. Yeah, great suggestion, Kelly. Nobody told me what time it was. We have been chatting for an hour. See you, Natalie. Popcorn stitch uses a lot of yarn. Not always nice to lay on. That is very true. Yeah. Yep. So if it's just on top of the bed, then that's great. What is the yarn behind you on the bottom shelf? Are you talking about that, the rainbow yarn? Okay, Australian yarn companies include Shepherd, Crocheting, Panda, and Heirloom. Thank you. Oh, and Peyton's. Yes, thank you. Patty's doing a corner to corner right now. Yeah, Bendigo Woolen Mills, lots of indie dyers, absolutely. Australia doesn't have a massive yarn industry. Obsession Yarns, I totally read that as Obsession Yarns. Bubs made a shawl out of the sheep's wool. Lovely, lovely. Bendigo Woolen Mills, there's a link there if you want to go and check it out. It's got beautiful yarn. I think they post internationally, I think. I'm sure my friend has had some posted to her, or did I post it to her? I know my friend Jess in California has some, but I can't remember if she had it posted to her or if I posted it myself. Yeah, model millets are fun. They work up so quick and they're great travel projects. So if you're not a member of my Facebook group, you should consider joining and post any projects that you're working on. Thank you, Sally. Yeah, we have lots of fun in the crochet group. I do love it. Inherited Stitches says, I think I love the puff stitch. If you love the puff stitch, then make all the things. Yes, the yarn right behind you. I can't remember. No, it was on a live. It was a live. Do you remember this guy? We were going to name him because he didn't have a name. Oh, I have yarn stuck to my slipper. Hang on. There we go. And his name ends up to be Stitch. I thought that was very appropriate. He's so cute. And I try to put him in random places when I do a video. So every time you see Stitch, make sure you say, I can see Stitch. So he's always in random places. He was hiding in my drawers just before. So this yarn is, whoa, I nearly dropped it, is Yarnspiration's Karen Skinny Cake. There are the colors. They're coming up quite muted on my screen, but they're not. They are quite lovely and bright. And it is 8.8 ounces, 250 grams. That is 795 yards or 727 meters. This one is 100% acrylic. Needs a number 3. Needs number 3. It is a number 3 weight yarn, which is a DK or a 8-ply yarn. And I'm pretty sure I purchased this at Spotlight. You need a G size crochet hook or a size 6 or a 4mm crochet hook. It's really pretty. No idea what I'm going to make with that. And I guarantee it'll be one of those projects that change color instantly. Not project, yarn. And this is Yarnspiration Karen Cakes. Is that backwards for you guys? It is for me. I don't know if it is for you. It is 7.1 ounces, 200 grams, 383 yards, or 350 meters. It is 80% acrylic and 20% wool. Number 4, weight yarn. So this is a worsted weight, a 10-ply yarn here in Australia, or around about an Aran weight in the UK. It needs a number 8 crochet hook, a 5mm or a H crochet hook. Did I say it was 80% acrylic, 20% wool? I think I did. And I'm making a project, that's a hat tutorial I'm making on. I'm deconstructing the yarn cake because the orange, yellow, green, I think, I like rainbow colors and they're really pretty and bright. And then you've got that, like dark red. What were they thinking? But if you deconstruct it, you can still use all the pretty colors you like, and then I'll have something to make with that red yarn. And also too, the dark red yarn is not good for tutorials because it's too dark. But what would you make with these balls of yarn? So pretty. I like bright things, can you tell? Okay, so it is 22 past 11 and we have been chatting more than I would usually. So I am going to wrap this up, but join us next fortnight, same time, 10 p.m., not 10 p.m., I'll be in bed, 10 a.m. Wednesday morning here in Australia, which may be a Tuesday evening where you are. And I hope to see you next fortnight. And Chantelle has her finger on the button to end this live chat. Thank you everyone for joining, and I will see you soon. Happy crochet. Bye.